Greetings, people. It's Mr. Pull the Trigger yet again on another episode of the Enlightenment series. So, Papa J gave two prophecies in the past few days. And one of the prophecies was there will be confusion in the camp of the enemy. And the second prophecy was the child will be found any minute from the day of giving this prophecy up to the next coming 4 days. So, one of these two prophecies has already manifested when he said that there will be confusion in the camp of the enemy. And the camp of the enemy is us people, and especially the people that have a say, or the people that are actually propagating a position concerning how the narrative of this Ruth story is going. There's been a propaganda that is going on of late of different bloggers that are actually trying by all means to discredit Ruth, that are trying and shifting the attention of the missing baby to blaming Ruth on giving false testimonies. People have gone to an extra mile to implicate Ruth's family, to get Ruth's family involved. The reason why all that is done, I still don't know. It's still propaganda, because propaganda is an articulation of a position. And when people are articulating this position, what they are trying to do is to change the perception and the cognition of how people view this matter. As we speak right now, people are no longer focused on the missing child. Their concentration and their attention has been diluted completely. What they are more focused on is Ruth is a liar. What they are more focused on is Ruth's family. Ruth has been lying. Ruth can no longer be trusted. That's the position that they've propagated to the children of God or to their audiences, which has made the case of Ruth missing a baby a little bit shallow now. And the reason why the family now is being given an opportunity to give their own testimonies against Ruth, I'm still confused. And my mind is still boggled. Why the opinions of Ruth's husband, brothers, fathers, or anyone are of relevance to the testimony of Ruth or to the story of Ruth wanting justice for her son. I don't care what the family says. They might be having their family internal issues, conflicts with Ruth. I don't care what they say. Ruth lost a child at Mercy City. And Ruth deserves justice for this child. There can be many variables in the statements that were given by Ruth. But there's one thing that is constant. A child is missing. And the last time this child was seen was at Mercy City. So how Ruth narrated this story is another topic for another day, which we will look at when the child is found. What I believe or what I thought people would focus on is finding testimony first. After testimony has been found, then we can crucify Ruth for lying. But if we look deep again into the lie or into the different stories that Ruth is giving now, or Ruth is being accused of giving, this is a woman that lost a child, people. The statements that she gave or the statement that she's giving right now, she's doing all that so that she can maybe win the support of the public. The truth is not always the truth. The truth is not always justified as the way that you want it to be justified. Most of you are hypocritical. You are liars yourselves. But you are here trying to crucify Ruth for lying. And the lie, the way that you are beaming this lie to make the whole public see Ruth as a liar, it's not still justified. She only omitted information, or she only twisted something so that she can protect herself. Not protect herself even, so that justice can prevail as soon as possible. I have lied so many times so that I can get what I want. And all of you have lied. In as much as you say you are standing for the truth or you are for the truth, we are truth. Come on, man. You are all liars. And while you're being hypocritical and judgmental towards Ruth, someone who lost a child, she's the victim here. And now you're making her look like she is the one that should be blamed for the missing child. Of course, she might have been negligent for letting these two women go with their two little children. But let's not crucify her at this stage. We think we are fighting for the truth, or we are standing for the truth, or we want truth to tell us the truth. Okay, she's telling you what happened. The child went missing at Mercy City. Her statements must not add any value or deduct anything from the fact that a child is still missing. So the position that is being propagated by so many people right now is watering down this entire pursuit or this quest to get justice for Ruth or to get justice for testimony. Everybody is concerned about the statements that Ruth gave. Okay, she gave those statements. Can we do away with that? What the family says, come on, discard all that nonsense. We don't care about what the family says or how they describe Ruth. It's not important. They should not even have a say now, because when all this was happening, where were they? What did they do to help Ruth? This is Ruth's story. And let's stick to Ruth. What anyone else says or anyone who knows Ruth is not important at all. And I wanted to throw a curveball at people as well. And I want us to be objective. Let's not be spiritual about this. It's just for the sake of just jogging up your intellect and just making you think outside the box. Let's all think, because what we want here, the best way we win this, the best way we have an advantage or leverage over charlatans is when we become objective and not spiritual. When we think as if there's no box. When we think around everything. Even though we are fighting for justice, I want us to consider all the possibilities of things having happened, the possibilities that could have led to testimony's disappearance. Remember in the previous testimony when I was talking to Ruth, when I was asking her if Jeremiah is the biological father because of the resemblance that he has with testimony. And then she said, no, it can't be. And on that note as well, let me tell you people, Jeremiah might be a conman and might be whoever that he is, but I don't think he can bed Ruth. Not to say Ruth is not well enough. I don't think Jeremiah can go that extra mile of bedding a crippled woman and impregnating her to a point whereby she can give birth, she can have a child, even if after she has a child for Jeremiah, and then Jeremiah can be that reckless to just let Ruth be on the spree, be out there, knowing that they're the child together. I don't think he can be that stupid. And for that, I don't think Jeremiah has anything to do with this child in as far as their DNA is concerned. But the fact that Ruth said this child looks exactly like the father, and what the father has been saying now concerning Ruth, how he has been defensive and also castigating Ruth, it also made me think. I also received a call from a particular lady who also shared this thought with me to say, I'm afraid to post it in the comment sections. I don't want people to get to me. But listen, let's just be objective. Let me throw a curveball at everybody. Ruth was with the daughter of this man, of the husband, and they went to Mercy City. And this daughter, we never heard of her anytime soon. We never heard of her in any of this story. She just disappeared. Now we don't know where she is even. Or maybe she's still with the father. Since the father was fighting, this child, this testimony does not look like anyone in the family. Ruth, this is the only different child amongst all the children of Ruth. And Ruth said, this one is a carbon copy of the father. He looks exactly like the father. What are the chances? What are the possibilities that the father played a role in the disappearance of this child? What are the chances that the father could have pulled strings, or the father could have sent these women to go and target Ruth and ask Ruth for direction so that they can trick Ruth and abduct testimony? Because these two women that abducted testimony, these are not random people. These are people that knew what they were doing. We are not discarding the fact that this could be Jeremiah's people. We're not discarding that fact. I just want us to look at other things so that we can all think together. Because at the end of the day, we're going to figure out this puzzle. We are going to figure out, when we put our minds together, we'll get to the truth. And we'll know the full story that we probably all still don't know. So what are the chances that the husband could have been the one who sent these people to go and target Ruth? Because these two women could not have targeted Ruth. They could have gone and asked the ushers or any other people around these premises for directions. They could have asked anyone, but they targeted a crippled woman whom they can see this woman is vulnerable. And this woman is surrounded with kids. Because they know for sure that the woman was never going to walk with them to show them. And the reason why Ruth allowed these two boys to go is because the place where Indomie was sold was very close. So she never thought there's anything that can ever happen. So could the father have played a role to get his son because they look alike. He's like, the child is like a carbon copy to him. Could he have been the one behind this? I don't know. I'm just asking. Could he have the one who have taken the child away from Ruth, maybe to just try to get back to Ruth? Because when we look at what transpired after this child went missing, the husband didn't do much. For a man who has lost a child, or for a man who has lost his son, you go that extra mile to find justice for that son. This man has been quiet. He has not been doing anything. He has not done anything. He never took this matter serious. When Ruth went to Berekete, where was he? When Ruth was fighting and while Ruth is still fighting, where is he? Why is he silent? Why is he not doing anything? Why does he think he can have a voice now and start talking nonsense? I'm just saying. But we're still thinking, we're still looking at Jeremiah as well as to his role in the disappearance of this child. So think about it and process it. And the other aspect that I want to address and give more light to people. So there are so many people that are saying Ruth is being intimidated to change a statement. Ruth is saying she's giving so many. No, let me tell you the truth. No one is intimidating Ruth. No one is manipulating Ruth. As we speak, Ruth is at peace. She has so much freedom that she can say what she wants, when she wants, whichever way she wants. Ruth has not taken money from anyone. Ruth has not been bribed. The interviews of Ruth that you are watching today, they were taken the day that Ruth came out of prison, the very day when she was still confused. So most of the things she said in those interviews, she was frustrated. She was not used to the camera even. She was more like, unstable. So I wouldn't want most of you to pay attention to any of the testimonies that she has given, on those particular interviews. But she was not stable at that particular time. She would have said anything that can lead us to start thinking. She was frightened. She was still not sure where this is going, who to trust, who to be with, who to side with, or who is on her side. I hope you get me on that. But Ruth right now, she's not being coerced by anyone. She's not being forced by anyone. There are so many people that had been asking me for Ruth's number, and I did not want to give it out for reasons like this. Because I knew things like this will happen. Once there are different stories being sold across digital platforms, it's going to kill the case. She's going to conflict herself, implicate herself in some of the things that she says. That's why even innocent people end up going to jail. Because they give different testimonies. They give different statements when they're being cross-examined by lawyers. So many people were castigating me on, why did you not want to give Ruth's number? Why not giving out Ruth's number? I can't do that. This is a very sensitive issue. It's a very sensitive matter. I'm not under obligation to give out Ruth's number. I was not under any obligation to give out Ruth's number. I had to protect her. I don't protect her by giving out a number so that bloggers can have content. This goes far beyond creating content, people. We're talking about a life here. A life that is at risk. A life that is threatened. And a child that is missing. And all you want is to get in touch with Ruth. You want to talk to Ruth. You want to hear your own side, your own version, because you want to create content. Really? Let's not be selfish like that. Let's not be. And some are saying, I only gave out Ruth's number after she was arrested. I never gave out Ruth's number. And I was never going to do it. Because now it's showing out now that all the people that wanted Ruth's number, they just wanted to create content. They are creating more damage to Ruth than helping her. In the name of pursuing the truth. In the name of seeking the truth. They are destroying Ruth in the process. So I'm asking all of us to stand together. Let's fight with this woman. Let's stand for this woman. Let's help her. She needs our help. The mistake that she made can be rectified. It's not really much of a big deal of whatever that she said. It can be rectified. It can be sorted. It can be corrected. Crucifying her will only sabotage her of the justice that she deserves. So let's be lenient. Let's look at her as our sister. If this was your sister, you wouldn't like this story to turn around the way that it's turning around. And the way that these people are propagating and pushing this propaganda is only bringing to manifestation of the prophecy that Jeremiah Omoto gave. When I woke up today in the morning, I actually started thinking that Jeremiah might be a true prophet. Because he prophesied about this and it's happening. The confusion. There's confusion all over about this Ruth is matter now. Confusion all over. People are running helter-skelter. People are emotional right now. People have a point to prove. Come on, I'm not doing this for any of my benefit. I just want to help a sister here. I'm in South Africa. Ruth is in Nigeria. I've never met Ruth. I don't know Ruth from A to Z. I don't know her. But she deserves justice. So let's not try to sabotage this particular woman from getting the justice that she deserves in the name of creating content. Let's unite. Let's speak with one voice and advocate for Ruth to get her child back. Let's crucify her after she gets the justice. She can lie about everything else, but one thing she's not lying about is the child went missing at Mercy City. She can't make that up. The little one spoke about it. Her son confessed to it, that indeed this is what happened. The family even confessed that this is what happened. Some people from Ruth's family now are saying, Ruth cannot be trusted. Ruth can go an extra mile to get whatever that she wants. Ruth is a go-getter. Oh, that is nonsense. I'm a go-getter. Everyone is a go-getter. These bloggers are go-getters. For them to go that extra mile to extract this information to discredit Ruth, it means they're also go-getters. Who's not a go-getter? No one. And Ruth, I know she's a go-getter. That's why she's still fighting up to now to get justice for testimony. So we're still waiting. We have 2 days to go. 2 days to go to see if the prophecy, the second prophecy of Papa J comes to pass. That's why I'd say that I want to lay low on this case until the 4 days come to pass, and then we will know. We can now come up with all these other conspiracy theories. We can now start talking about all these other different things. But we have 2 days to go to see if the second testimony comes to pass. The second prophecy, manifest, that Papa J gave, that within any time between now and the 4th day, this child will come out from somewhere. And my enemies will be embarrassed. For now, the first came to pass. Now let's wait for the second. So till I meet you again on the next episode of the Enlightenment series, it's Mr. Pull the Trigger. So if you're new on this platform, don't forget to subscribe or to like or to do something or to share. Just don't watch, man. There are no VIPs here. Stop thinking that they are VIPs. Do something. Comment. I want to hear your thoughts and I want to hear your views. They really mean a lot to me, when I go through each and every comment, because I really love to know what people think and what people are thinking about what we are doing. And are we making progress? Are we getting somewhere? From my point of perspective, I know we are getting somewhere. It's going to be a hassle. It's going to be, a journey. It's not going to be easy. There will be so much resistance. But if we come together, if we stay together, if we fight together, we'll bring down all this. We'll bring an end to charlatanism. And I can't do it alone. I need your support. I need you on board. I need you to fight with me. Together we can. And divided we fall. So I'll check you out on the next episode of the Enlightenment series. I'm out.